and friends. Me are your husband, you are me wife.
You are my husband, me are your wife.
Me are the groom, and you are the bride. What God join, no man divide.
You are my husband, me are your wife.
Me are your husband, you are the wife.
You are the groom, and me are the bride.
What God join, no man divide.
On Sunday, the 28th of September 2025, I had the honour of attending Why Didn't I Get Married at Broadway Catford Theatre. The play that I watched did not just ask why some women don't get married. It brought out the hidden truths behind the question. Watching it unfold at Catford Broadway felt like being handed a mirror, then being asked to stare at yourself until your reflection cracked. The narrative actually pierced through the pristine veneer of church culture. It exposed the quiet violence, the spiritual gaslighting, the unspoken wounds that we as Black women carry each and every day of our lives. But it also dared to name the unrealistic expectations placed on us, how we're taught to be strong, silent and sacrificial. But you know what? The play didn't actually flinch. It showed how those unmet, unrealistic expectations, that self-loathing that we sometimes have as Black women, is actually projected onto Black men, in which we then begin to see Black male masculinity as one-dimensional, as monolithic, as Black men are just not good enough. But what that really taught me and showed me was that that's our own self-pain and our own self-loathing that we're putting it on to our men. But the play held a space to help me to actually think about the complexity of how we as Black women relate to Black male masculinity. So it didn't romanticize and it didn't villainize either. It just simply told the truth in a creative way. Now, I have to big up Missy Good. She was a brilliant actress. Her role as a prosecutor resonated. It resonated because it wasn't just a performance, it was actually a reckoning. The way in which she delivered each and every moment, it was like a confession, a prayer, a scream. Her embodiment of that character was visceral. I mean, I was sat in the circle and I could actually feel the tremble in the voice. I could visualize the fire in her eyes, the silent moments. She didn't just act, she actually bled in that role. This play's not comfortable. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't comfortable. And it wasn't easy to watch, but I still think it was really important because it forces us to confront the stories that we tell ourselves and the ones that we've been told. And in doing so, this play offers something that's rare, that's unique, that's actually liberating. It shows us some of our truths. Now, I went to the play with my husband, and as I sat there were moments when I wished I was there with some of my girlfriends, my besties, my friends, the ones who have carried the heartbreak, questioned their worth, wrestled with faith and identity. Why I Didn't Get Married spoke to all of that. And I knew they would have felt it if they were there, just like I did. But on reflection, I can honestly say that guilt crept in, and that's probably the reason why I invited my married friends and people who I knew were in relationships So if I was to go and watch this play again, which I hope it comes back to London and it goes to other cities as well, I'd invite all the women and all the men that I know, whether they are married or single, because I realised in that play that it reached out to everyone. Everyone goes through some sort of silent struggle. We all share that, whether we're married or we're not. And also the scars and the expectations, the weight of our culture, the silence, the aches of self-denial. There's no boundaries. We all experience it. So I guess what I'm saying is, if and when this play is performed again and I have the opportunity to attend, I'll choose differently. I'll want to sit beside the women who've walked with me through the fire, because this play isn't just a story, it's a space for truth, and truth deserves to be witnessed together.